we would call agency. We sit smack dab in the middle of the two, and we say, we can help you, corporation, on any area of this transaction. We can help you come up with a strategy. We can say, okay, you want to reach 18 to 24, here's where they are. Here's what they watch, here's what they do, here's what they're passionate about. We're going to take your marketing challenge, and we're going to help you execute that through sports and sponsorships. I've spent most of my career kind of on that, working in traditional sports, so everything from horseback riding to football to NASCAR, kind of in that area. I took a major leap of faith and probably not too much common sense by jumping into a sort of a hybrid of all of this. World Wrestling Entertainment is neither sport nor entertainment. It's sport, branded sport, basically, branded entertainment. I mean, we create the outcome, so it's not traditional sports. We write it, we script it, it's like a big soap opera. But it's the hybrid that I'm interested in is sort of what's booming from this American Idol thing, this, if anybody watches The Biggest Loser, there's all these different ways where you, as a marketer, can get your product into these sports and into this environment. If you watch American Idol, it's, vote now AT&T. That's AT&T marketing dollars. AT&T has spent a ton of money behind this, but instead of being an interruption during the programming, they're smack in the middle of it. That's sort of that opportunity. We've never done traditional sports marketing at the WWE, but the opportunity's there. If American Idol's doing it, if Biggest Loser's doing it, if the NFL is doing it, if people are spending, in some of the NASCAR deals, they're $20, $30 million deals. If people like Sprint and Nextel are spending $20, $30, $40 million to have their logo throughout this sport, then why would they not do it with the WWE? We can do it so blatantly with the WWE too, because we write it all. If we want somebody to come smashing through a plate glass window driving a Pontiac, we can do it. If we want to deliver a pizza to the middle of the ring, we can do it.
I mean, that stuff's not real.
No, I don't want to burn anybody's bubble, but it's all made up. And it's brilliant. I mean, it's fascinating, and they're not afraid to do anything. They actually have delivered a pizza to the ring. They actually have driven a car through a plate glass window. All of that is sponsor dollars. I think it's fascinating the way you do that. I mean, you can't be TiVo'd out. You are the entertainment. So I think that's a cool way to spend your marketing dollars, and that's sort of the leap of faith that I took. And I've been in it for like 3 months, so we'll see if it works.
And I'll bet there are not many liberal arts graduates there.
No, you'd be surprised, actually.
Really?
Yeah, we pop up everywhere. It's fascinating. I mean, I haven't found anybody else from Middlebury in my company yet, but I'm sure they'll pop up. But but it's very creative. It's very, it moves quickly. It's exciting. We have 300 plus events a year. It is a giant soap opera, and I think it's kind of cool. So that is my next thing. Hopefully, a year from now, my department will look very much like it looks at the NFL, at NASCAR, at MLB. We'll have a big partnership marketing, sponsorship marketing group there. But I'm trying to sort of build that now. So.
Great. Do you have internships?
I do. I'm trying to get that in my budget right now. I mean, it's literally, we've just been doing it for 3 months. So it's taking these guys who it's very difficult to walk into a company that works very well. I mean, Vince McMahon has built this for 25 years. He started it with a small wrestling outfit and his father, who was a promoter at MSG. And he built this company. He bought his competition. He bought everything. And he built, so the company's been going very well. So to walk in and say, I think you could do it differently or better, it takes a bit of a shift to change everybody's mindset. So I'm trying to build my team and my budget now. So yeah, I'll have plenty of interns soon.
You need to talk to Tim about getting some of that in, like the pizza delivery. Here, it could be communication. Snack down. That's what it's going to be called next year. Fill the site.
We'll do a ring. We'll actually get you in the ring.
I don't think I want to moderate. Do you guys have your dream job before we finish up?
I'm schizophrenic. Sometimes I think first of all, my show is only 6 months old, so I'm going to be here for a while. But I did a little bit opposite of what most people seem to do. I went from national to local instead of from local to national. I think I'll probably go back to national at some point. I like hosting, but I really love reporting. I'd like to be doing more international stuff. I have a couple of books I want to write. Every now and then I think I would like to just quit it all and go be a photographer for National Geographic. So, I don't know. That's why I like this career, because all of those are actual possibilities. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, I've only been in this position since September, so I think my next step is honestly probably trying to get a job where I don't wake up at 2 a.m. That's my big goal. But yeah, beyond that, I don't know. I mean, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing, and I like what I do because, like I said, I do get to kind of study on a bunch of different issues, a bunch of different topics. So I'll do that for a while and then see what happens and try to find a job with better hours.
You're waking up when you investment bankers are going to bed.
Yeah.
Any questions for these folks before we let them out of our clutches?
Kind of as a final general question, what would be your best advice for a senior with 87 days of school left? How can I better prepare myself to be a better journalist?
Well, depends where you want to go. I mean, if you want to be international, there are many ways to spin every story. And I'm sure you can find things that you're interested in here that you could try to cover. I don't know. Are you interested in any medium in particular, or TV? You said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a camera?
I could borrow a camera.
You can borrow a camera. Well, there are actual opportunities on campus to kind of hone your storytelling skills through video. And I know that the communications folks are working on this. Blair can tell you something about this. But I mean, that if you kind of get your toes wet in some of this stuff, it's really good. It's really helpful because I think the bar is getting raised a lot for people who are coming out into journalism jobs. I mean, I now shoot, I write, I do the audio, I cut the video, I produce it, I do the voiceover, so I can do it all. Although I need a technical guy to help me custom it. But I mean, from the content side, yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to be able to do as much of the thing as you can. Just get an understanding of it. It'll help you learn to tell the stories and to get control also of your product. Because if you go out with a crew where you have a cameraman, you have a sound person, you have someone cutting your tape, your producer, your field producer, your senior producer, your executive producer, suddenly you don't have your package anymore, So, there is a merit to doing things on your own, if you can do that.
But I also want you guys to not, don't freak out too much about it. I mean, seriously, when I graduated from college, I didn't know anything about journalism. I didn't know anything about television production. I interviewed with a bunch of different places, local television, CNN, MTV, and I went in there I did my research before I went into the interview, but I still went in there very green and not knowing